हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं आरजे राजीव और दिल से के प्रोग्राम में आज हम स्पेशल गेस्ट को लेके आ रहे हैं मनोज सिंह. हाय मनोज, हाउ आर यू?
Hi, Rajiv. Thank you for inviting me today.
So you welcome Manoj Singh, who is the director of South Asian Arts Council, or karta dharta of a lot of things in the DC area related to arts. And I know you have organized book readings and literary festivals, film festivals. सारी जर्नी जो है आपकी और हमारे कनेक्शन की भी, इट स्टार्टेड वे बैक 10 years बैक जब आपने साउथ एशियन फिल्म फेस्टिवल शुरू किया था.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want to DC South Asian Arts Council is a not-for-profit 501(c)(3) organization. So everything we do is, it's a donation. When you buy a ticket, you can consult your CPA for what kind of deductions you can make.
Mhm.
And it's mostly, we consider it as social work or giving back to the society.
So you've finished the journey of 10 years.
Yes. So it's been 10 years since we started the DC South Asian Film Festival. I still remember it. It's been so fresh in my mind. We started very small, not knowing how it's going to go, what the future is, but we were excited. We wanted to do it because it was something which was lacking in our city. It was already there in New York and LA and some other bigger cities. So I still remember the first one. We were very lucky to have director Sham Benegal in our first sort of festival, and Rajat Kapoor, Deepthi Nawal, Manisha Koirala, all of those very good movies. And then it has been a journey, a lot of good experiences, lot of memories, lot of big guests come. Very sadly, I think it was in our second or third year. Late Farooq Sheikh was here. What a gentleman and a nice human being. He passed away, a sad thing, but he gave a very beautiful tribute to Jagjit Singh, late Jagjit Singh. When he was here, we had a special program on him, a music program. Then, of course, a lot of them: Prakash Jha, Manoj Bajpayee, Zeenat Aman, Shabana Azmi, and Deepthi Nawal, then Deepa Mehta. A lot of good directors and actors, and some very good human beings, very good artists, and so we are blessed.
So आज का जो प्रोग्राम है दैट्स बेसिकली टू टॉक अबाउट द अपकमिंग वर्चुअल फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑफ डीसी सैफ. पर उसके बारे में बात करने से पहले, जैसे वी टॉक 10 साल हो गए इस जर्नी को. जब शुरू किया था आपने मनोज, तो क्या सोच के शुरू किया था, क्यों शुरू किया था, एंड सोचा था कि ये 10 साल तक ये जर्नी चलेगी?
No, not really. क्या हुआ था कि I was an empty nester. Kids were all gone, studied in jobs, and I always had passion for theater and films and art. So I took some classes in Montgomery College, evening classes in film production and also in theater. I also acted in few plays, Natya Bharati ka Mere Bacche, and then also जिसने लाहौर नहीं देखा जन्मिया नहीं. And that was actually we did in Kennedy Center.
Mm-hmm.
So then there was that bug was there, and then I decided to attend film festivals. There was one in New York, one in LA, and I realized that why don't we do something like this over here? Because like minds meet, networking hoti hai with other directors, actors, writers, all kinds of skills, cinematographer, and I did 2 3 projects as part of the class, short films, and really got into it. So that's how it all started. I mean, I said, okay, let's do this in Washington DC also.
So I think of those 10 years, I have been involved with you for almost 8 years now of that journey. And it has been a pleasant ride overall. जैसा आप कह रहे हो कि not only you get to meet these सेलिब्रिटीज कहिए या आर्टिस्ट कहिए जो अराउंड द वर्ल्ड और स्पेशली बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री या टॉलीवुड और जो दूसरी जगह से आते हैं, बट द मूवीज दैट कम देयर ड्यूरिंग द फेस्टिवल, बहुत अच्छी अच्छी मूवीज आती हैं जो हमें दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म में या थिएटर में देखने के लिए नहीं मिलती हैं, एंड यू प्रोवाइड अस द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू वॉच दोस मूवीज थ्रू these festival, through these platforms.
Yeah, so you brought up a very good point. Our festival is all award-winning new independent films, they call it. In fact, when we were growing up, they used to call it parallel cinema or arts cinema, and most of the directors were well known for it. Ketan Mehta, Sham Benegal, these were some of the ones who were making those kinds of movies. And Smita Patil, Shabana Azmi, where Nasruddin Shah, they all actually started their career with art films, parallel films. So yes, these are independent films, and all of us have a story. Even our own life is a story. They come across some incident or some episode, and they want to share it with the rest of the world. So in the beginning, you're not with any production houses, you don't have the money, so it's all hard labor. They put in their own money. There's a passion behind it. They work very hard to put up a team together. Some of these feature films can take 3-4 years to make, starting from the inception of a concept story to script, to planning of the whole shoot, then post production, editing, this and that. And you can see that on the screen. These are very good stories and very good films, which unfortunately, because of the money, don't get a commercial release, because commercial release requires a lot of money,
Mhm.
and there are so much competition. There's big production houses already in place, and but these make it to the film festival. They also are released nowadays. What has happened is they have several venues to release a film. Now there are so many platforms: Amazon Prime, Netflix, even airlines look for good films, and excuse me, and several venues now. Now only thing not left is the theater release. You can do it via so many mediums. So I'm
Mhm.
glad that that's happened.
So, from your perspective, what gives you the gratitude of doing this festivals? 10 साल से आप कर रहे हो, बहुत मेहनत लगती है इसके लिए. It's like not only getting the spectators to come and watch and attend the film festival, जो आपके गेस्ट आते हैं उनसे उनको ऑर्गेनाइज करना, फिल्म फेस्टिवल्स के लिए फिल्म सेलेक्ट करना, एंड उसके बारे में थोड़ी देर बाद बात करेंगे. बट your journey of 10 years, what gives you the happiness and pleasure of putting these festivals?
I think it's the passion and the whole the feeling or the satisfaction of giving back to society, social work. Believe me, this is not a profitable business. You can talk to any film festival. It's very tough. You have to go out there and look for sponsorships. Luckily, from last 2-3 years, I have grants, partnerships. 4-5 years, we were very lucky that Montgomery College partnered with us. Next year, Towson University is going to partner with us. We have already started planning for that. And and I love that, because I always wanted this platform to be more than just films. So what Montgomery College was doing was they were using this platform as a cultural diversity for their professors, students, and faculty, and the staff. And same thing with Towson. Towson is going to use is basically they have a very big South Asian art center, not South Asian, Asian art center, and we will be exhibiting films, and some other artists will also come, and it will be a big showcase for South Asia. So we'll be a ambassador for South Asia. So I like that, because education is a piece of that. In fact, when we were in Montgomery College, we were even giving art awards to students for their films. That gives them encouragement. So it's a lot of hard work, but believe it won't happen until unless you have the passion. Because when you have passion, you have automatically the energy comes. I sometimes work till 1 or 2 in the night, but I don't feel tired. So I think it's is the joy of help, and I'm helping filmmakers. Actually, all these independent filmmakers get a platform to share their work, their art with the rest of the world. Especially in Washington DC, we are an international city, so a lot of exposure. All these embassies are here, and a lot of people have interest in watching other movies. Like, for example, I watch Chinese movies, Iranian movies. They all have English subtitles, and you learn so much about culture, about that different countries sitting at home.
मुझे लगा मनोज बहुत it's the right answer and your passion I love it and I think passion drives the energy. पर मुझे लगा कहीं ना कहीं आंसर में आप ये भी बोलोगे कि इसी कारण आपको मौका मिलता है दिल से विद आरजे राजीव के शो में आने
Oh, वो तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता. That is a given, you know. Yes, of course. Because of this medium, I meet so many people. I hear their stories or the connection or build relationship, which will last forever. I mean, that of course is I think the biggest asset. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I'll get to the next question, but Chitra का एक question आया है.
Uh,
How difficult it is to get the guest speakers for the festival? How do you sell your festival to the celebrities to be part of it?
so it takes time. First of all, they also don't normally say yes to people, or an event which is just fly by night, meaning once never heard about it. So it's word of mouth. We have been now there for 10 years, and so many artists have come from India. Like I mentioned, all the directors, actors, Anand Mahadevan, Shishir, and several other big names. So then when they go back, the word spreads. So it becomes a little easier for you that, yeah, I was there. They were very nice to us. It's a very good festival, very good audience. And so you approach them, and of course they're all very busy. They also want to be out there, sharing their thoughts, meeting people. They also see the opportunity for that. Of course, there is sometimes expectations, that, what will I get out of it, meaning either a fee. Like, for example, when you do in person, we have to arrange travel for them, the hospitality. They normally, they know that we are a not for profit, we are an art sort of independent film festival, so they don't charge us as much fees, sometimes even mostly zero. But they expect that, okay, airline ticket, hotel, khana, I mean, food, all of that. And it comes with reputation. I think they see that, yeah, this is a genuine organization, it's diverse, and I've heard good things about them. Then only all these celebrities sort of consider you in saying yes, and they want to be part of you, of this. They want to be part of it, but they are very careful,
Mhm.
whom they are associating with.
Because every time I have met all the guests who have come for the film festival, DC South Asian Film Festival, they have been very modest. They are very approachable. Um, एक तरह से, one of the phrase I had coined over time was a celebrity is a celebrity as long as you think they are celebrities. Otherwise, they're just another human being. हमारे आपके जैसे ही हैं वो. उनको भी वैसी ही खुशी मिलती है हमसे मिलके जितनी हमें खुशी मिलती है उनसे मिलके.
Correct.
And they have shown that when they have been here, they have been very approachable,
Uh,
very easy to talk to, and love to share their experiences with everyone who has talked to them.
yes, they're all like that. I mean, and some of them are very humble, like Sham Benegal, very humble. Such a well-renowned, world-renowned director, member of parliament. And but when you meet with him, you will never feel that. Even when I visit Mumbai, and I would drop in an email that I'm in Mumbai, he will take few minutes out to meet me. And these are the people who are big. I mean,
Mhm.
meaning big in a sense that they know what life is all about. I mean, and they don't have ego, and they are expert in what they are doing, but at the same time they are humble. I have deep respect for people like them.
Yeah, and another one of those person that I had met through the festival and then continued to build on friendship and bond with was Shishir Sharma.
Yes,
And
yes.
Shishir Sharma ji is amazing human being. When we get to talk to him, his modesty, his down to earth personality, and helpful. It amazes me on how that connect can go a long way. And that's one of the connect that I would like to thank you, Manoj, because DC साफ से शुरू हुआ वो journey, and those connects have continued to build on and grow over time.
I'm
So
happy, and that should happen, and that's what the whole goal and purpose is. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
और जो भी आज प्रोग्राम देख रहे हैं, अगर आपके कोई क्वेश्चंस हैं, प्रश्न हैं जो आप मनोज से या हमसे पूछना चाहते हैं, प्लीज फील फ्री टू कमेंट ऑन एंड विल ट्राई टू एड्रेस. पर उससे पहले चलिए बढ़ते हैं आगे, क्योंकि आने वाला है आने वाले हफ्ते में द वर्चुअल डीसी साउथ एशियन फिल्म फेस्टिवल, 10th
Yeah.
ईयर वाला जो फेस्टिवल आ रहा है.
So this is our first virtual because, of course, of COVID. And but I'm glad that we are, quickly ramping up our learning curve and learning new tools, new ways of screening films. So it's we are using Eventive platform, and a whole complete festival is virtual. You basically go to our website, https www.dcsaaci.org or dcsaf.eventive.org/welcome, and you can see the schedule, the tickets. The beauty about this is you can see it all the movies from the comfort of your home. When you can start, and you can watch any movie within those 2 weeks. There is no fixed schedule like that. Only for the live discussions there's a fixed time and schedule, but that also will be recorded. And you can start a movie, and you can pause when you want to and finish it within 72 hours, or once you reach the end, then you can't replay.
Hmm.
So but you can watch all the movies during these 2 weeks. You can start and stop anytime you want. So that's the beauty of virtual cinema, sort of watching a virtual film festival. And it's very easy. Just go on the website, sign up for the, excuse me, tickets. There is an all access pass. Then you have access to everything on the schedule, all the live discussion. There's a very good panel discussions by diverse panelists on ethics in documentary filmmaking.
Hmm.
We start off the film festival with a book discussion with Anand Mahadevan. Once Upon a Prime Time. He is a writer, director, actor in films and TVs. And he talks about his whole career when the whole TV programming started with Doordarshan. He has a lot of experience. He talks about how that has all evolved, and now what it is now. A very interesting topic. And then there are 3 live discussions with the filmmakers who are screening their films, and our own team members are hosting those, and so a lot going on, I think, and very good films. We are opening with Mahanagar, which is One Night in Kathmandu, a film from Nepal. We are closing with Sejoy, which is an Assamese film. A lot of languages, Marathi, but they all have English subtitles: Bengali, Telugu, English, Freddie's Piano, and one is made here, its own. So a lot of good films, I would say. God in the Balcony, House of Orange Trees. I mean, they're all good. I mean, I can't be biased. They are all good filmmakers, independent filmmakers who worked very hard to make these films, and very good stories.
So, not only that we get to watch these beautiful movies, but also get to hear from the actors like Anand Mahadevan ki aapne baat ki. I know Poonam Dhillon is coming on the Republic Day.
Yes,
If you don't mind, Manoj, I'll play the clip that she had sent to you
sure.
guys on
Please
the
go ahead.
festival. I'll let me
Yes.
see if I can play it out. And
Hi, this is Poonam Dhillon. I'm really happy and excited that I'll be spending the Republic Day celebrations with you all on Sunday, 23rd of January at 11 a.m. Eastern in a live discussion. For more details, please log on to www.dcsaaci.org. I wish DC South Asian Film Festival super success. So look forward to seeing all of you. Jai Hind.
Yes, she's a very sweet person. Started with the same humble background as ours. Mother was a school teacher, and also her father was in Air Force, and rest all is history. She was Miss Femina India. That's how she was discovered. Her first movie was Trishul, and then everyone remembers Noori. She played a lead actress role in that with late Farooq Sheikh Saab.
Hmm.
Again, whenever I think about him, such a beautiful, humble human being, and I get tears in my eyes. I mean, there are very few I met like those which make such a huge mark on you.
Yep, yep. So
So
you get to hear them talk about the experiences and things like that, and that we can do only by attending this
yes,
virtual
you
festival.
have to buy the tickets, and that way you can listen to Poonam Dellan, you can listen to Anant Mahadevan, and several other filmmakers. I forgot to mention short films. Short
Hmm.
films are also really good. You get 15, 20-minute films. They're powerful. They have a message, and made by some of them by local filmmakers. So let's encourage, those kind of efforts. And so a lot going on, and of course, everyone will love to hear Poonam Dhillon and her whole life experience. She also does a lot of good social work, and very active in the. She's now in on TV also. I think there's a lot of TV programs, and well known for that.
Right. And not only Punam Dhillo, Anant Mahadevan, जिनकी बातें हमने अभी की हैं, but we have many other uh, actors, directors, writers, storytellers, people who are just starting off, people who are experienced, people who have established themselves. There are sessions pretty much every day or every other day that are going on that the people can attend and listen in. And I think Manoj, अगर वो लोग live नहीं देख पाएंगे, that recording will be available to them after the show, or that's not going to be possible?
It will be only available for the duration of the film festival. So
The 2 weeks.
suppose the book discussion happened on 16th, so
Hmm.
that will be available until the 30th January.
Okay.
So people can go in there, play the recording, and see, the hear him talk. And so, but everything is only for the duration of the festival.
Yeah, because one thing I want to tell everybody who is watching the show today, the pricing is very economical, really compared to the 2 weeks of entertainment on demand whenever you want to watch it, however you want to watch it. That's one thing. The second, these experiences of talking to these people, because you're talking live, the conversation that you have और उनके जो input आते हैं, those are something that you cannot repeat anywhere else. It's not something that's going to be widely available everywhere कि कभी भी जाके कुछ भी सीख लिया, because some very unique facts and information that comes out of these live sessions. So I would insist that people do get their tickets, do get to watch this, avail this opportunity. And I have flashed that information about the website right there on the screen. Please, please, please go ahead and maximize on this thing, because Manoj, you and Geeta and the whole volunteer group are doing so much, and you bring such amazing entertainment for everybody at such economical price. That is just amazing. So
Yeah.
a question hai ek aur, because I'm sure many people will have this question, is what are the tips for watching these movies virtually? What's the best way, how to do it? Any kind of guidelines for them?
Yeah, so it all depends. Some people are very comfortable even watching it, especially the youth, the millennials. They can watch a movie even on a smartphone or a laptop. But what you can do is, if you have a smart TV, you can either do Bluetooth with it, or you can connect a USB or an HDMI cable to your TV from your laptop and play the movie, and it will be like any other movie on the TV, in comfort of your home. And like I said, any movie you can start, pause if you want to have a dinner or lunch or a drink, and then you start again. And like I said, once the movie ends, then you cannot replay, but you can
So
watch within the 2 weeks.
So when I buy the ticket, or when I buy that pass, all access pass or
Yes.
particular ticket or something, I'll get a link, right, from you
Yes.
guys.
Yes. Correct.
And I when I click through the link, it takes me to a certain website where all this content is available.
Yes, and a lot of people have already done so. I see on the back end that people are buying all access and then signing up for certain films. You can pre-order,
Okay.
and so they're all lined up and queued for you. And when you have time, you can watch them. And it's pretty easy, very menu driven and easy to use.
Okay. Okay. So that's the great thing, because if some weekend people want to just sit down and watch three, four of them back to back, do a binge watching, they can do that,
Oh
or
yes,
they can
yes,
spread it out over the 2 weeks time period, right?
correct. That's
Okay.
what they can do. Yeah.
Um, so tell us a little bit more about this Republic Day special.
So Republic Day special is, we will be chatting with, like I said, Poonam Dhillon, Raja Bhandari, who's a well-known attorney here, and but like his main passion is, of course, Sher Shairi and poetry. He had a radio program earlier on, and from many years back, and even TV. And so he will be talking to Poonamji about, the her whole journey, basically starting from the films like Nuri to what's now. She was, I don't know whether a lot of people know, she also has a business for vanity vans. She was the one who started delivering vanity vans to the actors and the stars. I remember Amitabh was the first one, but that was a gift by Manmohan Desai. But then later it became a craze, and everyone now has it.
Hmm.
It's become sort of a standard for a lot of these stars. They have their own customized and everything. So and so mostly we'll be talking to her, and we made it a Republic Day special because not because she's sort of politically also active, but we'll not talk about that. And we'll mainly keep it around her artwork.
Okay. Okay. So, before we wrap up today's show, I would like to know, what does the future hold for DC SAF? And I'm sure people are dying to get out there and watch these things in live environment. Do you see the virtual becoming the norm, or do you see the combination of virtual? Because you had Summerfest also, right? Earlier, late last year.
In
Right.
August.
Yeah.
No, this
So
year.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, in 21, right?
Yeah.
2021, August
Last year.
21, last
21 in
year.
August in
Uh,
summer. Yeah. Yeah.
so, how did that go? And do you think your organization is going to do the combination of virtual and online? What is the future?
It's become pretty obvious. And not only my own organization, but most corporations are now going to have hybrid model. I mean, everyone talks about it pretty much on a regular basis. This is a new world which started with COVID. Who knew that it might have come in few years, but it's come very fast because of COVID. So yes, we tried going back to in person and did a Summerfest in Wheaton. But we realized at that time it was a bad luck for us. The Delta virus was had started to rise, so the attendance was average. But the ones who came really enjoyed the movie. I mean, you really like the big screen and the stereo system and all that. There's a whole different experience of watching a movie in a theater. And I think people will go back to it once things become normal. But of course, because of COVID, we started the online virtual festival, which is starting this Sunday. And that's another what a lot of people like that, because that's from you can watch the whole film festival from the comfort of your home. And so I think going forward it will be hybrid. I
Hmm.
think main festival we will like to go back to in person, because there's a whole different experience about the red carpet, the dinner, the networking, where we are humans, and in the end
Exactly.
of the day we have feelings. We want to talk to people, we want to hug people, we
Exactly.
want to share our experiences and meet all these celebrities and all that, take pictures with them. But at the same time, we'll keep hybrid online platform as well. So we might do a monthly screening on online platform, or even a sort of a mini festival on online platform. But the main festival, if things come back to normal, hopefully this year, after Omicron. Hopefully, there's no more variants. Let's all pray for that.
थक गया
So,
हूँ यार, मनोज,
yeah,
थक गया हूँ मैं, थक गया हूँ मैं बहुत
everyone
ज्यादा।
is tired, fatigued. And so in maybe in fall, if everything is looks good, we will have an in person. I mean, and the main festival I would love to still do in person. And even if I am to take a back seat and I want this organization to sustain on its own, with a new management or whatever comes later, I can't continue on because I have other things to do. Hopefully, it has become an event which people look forward to. It's a unique event where these type of films are screened. It's a unique platform for filmmakers, for audience, for even educational institutions. Like I said, next year we are with Towson University. So, so I hope, I wish them, this organization, all the best, of course, and it should continue. And it will be a hybrid model. I think so. That's what, at
Yeah.
least based on what I
Yeah,
see.
I do miss the red carpet events and hanging out with friends and chatting, talking, having fun, walking into the theater, watching those movies in the big screen, walking out, talking to the people who are attending. A completely different experience, but
Another
hopefully,
thing I want to add, Rajiv, about virtual is that then there are no boundaries. In literary festival, people logged in for countries which I couldn't even imagine.
right. No,
They
that is
logged
true.
in for Brazil, UAE, Pakistan. Same thing with, so the audience becomes really wide,
That's true.
worldwide.
That's true. Like today's show is being watched around the world because
Yes,
काफी इंडिया के लोग सुबह सुबह उठ के इस प्रोग्राम को देख रहे हैं. So
yes.
it does create the global audience. There's no doubt about it. But there are two different flavors. So hopefully we will find both the flavors coming up in the coming years as we find these common grounds and the new norm of the virtual events like हमारा शो है. तो जाने से पहले दो चीजें. पहले तो सबको बता दें कि प्लीज लॉग इन टू dcaff event
Eventive.org
eventive.org
slash
slash
welcome.
welcome to
Mhm.
go and buy your tickets there. Or please do watch these movies, do watch these entertainment, the content, the interviews, etc. Very economically priced for the 2 weeks of solid entertainment. और मनोज, एक क्वेश्चन तुम्हारे लिए, ये कपिल से मैंने सीखा है, कपिल शर्मा से सीखा है.
Uh-huh.
बट कभी आपने सोचा था कि वर्चुअल लाइव शो पे आएंगे आरजे राजीव के साथ?
No, and see how beautiful it is. This experience. I love it. And Rajiv, all the best. You're just too good at that. You have a natural sort of aura
Thank you.
and you bring in so much your smile and happiness to others. And continue to do that. And you're very talented. All these. You're so many, you are theater artist, you know shairis, songs, and you acting is of course your talent. And I wish you all the best
Thank you. Thank
with
you.
radio and everything. And of course we will be a team and we'll continue to work together.
Absolutely. I am with you guys. 8 years of journey for me, 10 years of the journey for DC SAF. It has always been a pleasure working as a volunteer and doing anything that I can do. I feel you and Geeta, Manoj, bring us together as a family. And I do miss the samosas from Geeta ji's papa, mummy, and घर में आके
Yes.
समोसा चाय प्यार
uh,
से पूछना, खाया ना, कुछ खाया ना, खा के ही जाना. That
yes.
hospitality is amazing, and I do miss that.
Okay, sure. Hopefully, once things get to normal, we'll definitely get together. Dying to.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, all the very best for the weekend. This festival coming up, starting this weekend till the end of the month. 2 weeks of solid content and entertainment. Do log into dcstaff.eventive.org/welcome to go and buy your tickets. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or to reach out to Manoj through our Facebook pages, through the website. We'll be happy to walk you through and entertain you. So until then, signing off. Manoj, thank you so much for joining in for Dil Se Show, the special show today at night. और सभी सुनने वालों को thank you so much for joining in to watch us. Hope to see you join us for the virtual film festival starting this weekend.
Thank you all. Thank you to the audience. Thank you, Rajiv, and take good care of yourself. Stay safe.
Thank you so much, guys. All
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.